Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltoppers offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on this squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look at him.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started it.
There he goes. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Epps. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The lone back's got it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. How in the world did the offense retain possession? That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Porter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Caught in the backfield. It's Black. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Black. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of
space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Great job by the back on the option.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchison. Wide open spaces. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Got a man, it's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then
he's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25, and he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Hilltoppers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Here we go. Ready, go.
This is a designed run. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Phillips. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Porter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. Now the pitch. He's up to 81 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback running on the draw. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bearcats are in the hurry up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked.
It's a seam wide open. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Black. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
The RPO, it's complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grab near the sticks. It's Hart. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Going up top again. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also, because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Spins away from one. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
On the move, it's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Makes the grab. It's Porter. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this one isn't over. Defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going. Makes a grab for a big play. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Myers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense in hurry-up mode.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Hilltoppers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10.
22,
Just keeps slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Epps. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.